Title: Second Chances. The evening air in downtown Portland carried the scent of damp leaves and the faint promise of rain. David Harrison sat outside Café Bellecourt, savoring the last quiet slice of the day. At 62, the CEO of Harrison Industries had begun to treasure these rare pauses, moments when no one needed a decision or a signature. His half-finished plate of pasta sat cooling in front of him. Lately, food felt like an obligation rather than pleasure. Grief had a way of dulling appetite. It had been 2 years since Patricia passed, yet the ache of her absence still lingered in strange places, like a half-eaten dinner and an empty chair across the table. He glanced at his watch, a vintage Rolex Patricia had given him on their 25th anniversary. The memory softened him, just as the city lights began to glow. A young woman appeared near the entrance of the cafe, walking carefully as if afraid to disturb the world. She carried a baby bundled in a hand-knitted blanket, and her clothes, though neat, bore the quiet wear of someone walking through hardship. She scanned the tables, hesitating before she approached. When her eyes met David's, he noticed something familiar, strength woven through exhaustion. "Excuse me," she said, voice soft but steady. "I'm sorry to bother you, but I noticed you weren't finishing your meal. May I have your leftovers?" David had been asked for money more times than he could count, but never like this, no story, no strategy, just honesty. He stood, sliding the plate toward her. "Of course," he said. "Would you like to sit? I don't want to intrude." "You're not intruding. Please." She sat down carefully, adjusting the baby. A tiny hand slipped from the blanket, grasping at the cool air. "I'm David," he said. "Christina," she replied. "And this is Lily." A waiter approached, and David ordered fresh pasta for her, bread, and tea. "You shouldn't have to settle for leftovers." Christina blinked hard, trying to hide sudden tears. "I didn't mean for you to." "I know." He smiled. "Let me." While they waited, Christina shared fragments of her story. She had come to Portland 6 months earlier, escaping an abusive relationship. She found work at a diner until it abruptly shut down. With no income, she and Lily were staying at a women's shelter. "There's a waiting list for the longer-term housing," she explained. "And I have a job interview tomorrow. Housekeeping position. It's not glamorous, but it's something." David listened, thinking of his daughter, Sarah. If she were ever in this situation, he hoped someone would help her. The food arrived. Christina ate slowly, savoring each bite, rocking Lily gently with one hand. "How old is she?" he asked. 4 months next week." Christina looked at her daughter the way some people look at miracles. "Sometimes I think she knows we're in this together." David smiled. "Babies understand more than we think. My daughter used to stare at me like she was judging my parenting decisions." Christina laughed, the sound small but real. David showed her a photo of his grandchildren, and for a moment, the heaviness of the world lifted. Christina spoke of her dream to finish nursing school someday. David spoke of Patricia and the foundation they had started, designed to help families facing crisis. "She believed everyone deserves a second chance," David said. When the meal ended and the cafe began to close, David reached into his jacket. He pulled out a business card and wrote something on the back. "I want you to call this number tomorrow. Ask for Helen Martinez." Christina looked at the card, confused. "Who is she?" "She runs the Harrison Foundation's Family Assistance Program. We help with temporary housing, childcare, job placement, whatever's needed." Christina's face crumpled with disbelief. "Why would you do this? You don't even know me." David looked at Lily, now peacefully sleeping. "Because someone once helped me when I was young and scared. A stranger saw potential in me and gave me a chance. It changed my life. I'd like to honor that." Christina swallowed hard. "I don't know how to thank you." "Just call tomorrow," he said gently. "Let us help you get back on your feet." She stood to leave. David asked about her job interview time. 10. Marriott downtown. David nodded. "I know the general manager. I'll give him a call, not to secure anything, just to make sure they really see you." 6 months passed. One morning, David found a letter on his desk. Christina's handwriting covered the envelope. Inside was a photo of Lily, now sitting up, smiling, healthy. The letter explained that Christina had gotten the housekeeping job. With the foundation's help, she had moved into a small apartment. She was taking night classes, working toward her nursing degree. You showed me that asking for help isn't weakness. You reminded me that we aren't strangers, we're all part of something bigger. I hope someday I can give someone else what you gave me. David folded the letter and placed it beside Patricia's photo. His heart felt full, lighter than it had in years. Later that night, he called his daughter. I've been thinking about something your mother used to say, he told her. Everyone deserves a second chance. I think she would have added, sometimes helping someone else gives you one, too. Through the office window, the city shimmered. The world went on, busy, loud, rushed. But David now understood that the most important moments arrive quietly. A request for leftovers, a chair pulled out in kindness, 2 lives changed by a single yes. And somewhere across the city, a young mother rocked her baby to sleep, believing in the world again.